or what I like to do, and just what I like to do. Man, I'm messing up my words. I'm keeping that in there. What's up, guys? Chris here. So now up and ready for another series. I'm not sure what to call this yet, but hopefully by the time like a few videos in, I'll figure out a few names. So right now in this video, I'm gonna be going over Joe Dispenza being interviewed by Tom Bilyeu.
Turns out most people spend 70% of their life living in survival and living in stress. So they're always anticipating the worst case scenario based on a past experience. And they're literally, out of the infinite potentials in the quantum field, they're selecting the worst possible outcome, and they're beginning to emotionally embrace it with fear. And they're conditioning their body into a state of fear.
Alright, so as you can see, had to make a little wardrobe change, get a little branded shirt out, gotta keep the brand represented. Joe mentioned how 70% of our lives we spend living in stress and fear, which is just crazy to think of. And like granted, yeah, like you're being born is a stressful moment, you falling down is a stressful moment, you being late for work is a stressful moment, but like outside of those things, but in context of everything he was saying, as you just seen in the video, is that he goes on to mention how we make a choice about not so much about we make a choice from the things we've experienced in the past to dictate what we're going to do in the future. And I'm not sure if you guys peeped that game right there, but it's the sort of thing where a lot of the feelings that we have, that we go through, or any sort of fear that we may have, or any sort of anxiety we may have going into a new experience, is often stemmed from a past experience. But at the same time, it's a choice that we make to let that past experience dictate that future experience. Now, it's like dating. You could have had a slew of bad relationships. Now you have a choice to make. You could let those past relationships dictate the future relationships you're going to go through. So what I like to do in terms of life is lead to every new either relationship or experience with a blank book, and let that experience and let that person write their chapter in my book, instead of me going out there with preconceived notions, with expectations. Then you just get upset, you get miserable, and then it's like, it's not the new, fresh experience you were looking for. So I hope you guys peep that game out.
Do that enough times, body has a panic attack without you. You can't even predict it because it's programmed subconsciously. So then you say to the person, why are you this way? And they'll say, I am this way because of this event that happened to me 15 or 20 years ago. And what that means from a biological standpoint is that they haven't been able to change since that event.
So it's like you said, it's how your body could have a panic attack based off of just the thoughts you've had, and like not a full-out blown panic attack, but like just the way your body could feel inside. It's like you're getting that same rush and feeling. It's a sort of thing where I'm gonna say it's almost like nostalgia, where you could think of a past experience that makes you very happy and you feel warm and good inside, or you could think of a past experience that was traumatic or just a very negative experience and makes you feel terrible inside. It's the sort of thing where what we think we are. So if you choose to think about that negative experience, or if you choose to think about that positive experience, it then puts you in a better state, and a state where your body's then much more receptive to more positive things if you're thinking about the more positive state. And what I like also is a quote that I think of is, what you think you become. So if you're constantly thinking about bad situations, or this isn't fair, that's not fair, that's all you're going to go out there and see in the world. But if you choose, like, let me find the bright side of things, let me find the good things in life, let me try to figure out the silver lining in things, you start shifting your thinking, you start shifting how your body acts from the inside and out, and how people react to you at the same time. So again, you are what you think. And what I like also is that we need to just learn how to let go and shake off the past. Like, yeah, some traumatic experience may happen, some bad experience may happen, but you just gotta brush it off. Like Jay-Z says, just brush the dirt off your shoulder, dust the past off your shoulder, and let's move on to the next step. We got bright futures ahead. Now, if you think back in history, people come from a long, long ways of terrible and traumatic experiences, but still find that light at the end of the tunnel. And I know right now we're living in a pandemic society where a lot of us are on lockdown, and it can be hard to find that light at the end of the tunnel. But it's like I was talking to a friend of mine, just having that one little thing that you can work on day by day to just kind of slowly level up, progress on, gives you something to look forward to, which becomes a light at the end of the tunnel. Whether it's training in a gym, whether it's finishing a book you're starting to read, whether it's finishing a project you started, like me just doing these videos. It's a project I wanted to start a while ago, and now I'm actually getting the heads up on it and doing it. It could be a little thing like doing this lawn work, yard work, or just like fixing things around the house. In getting these little things set up, you have an end objective for all of these things, because either A, finishing the book, either A, finishing all the housework, or it could be just finishing a first video that's being filmed and recorded and edited and uploaded. it gives that sense of a little win and gives something exciting to look forward to. So once again, tune out for the next video. This was Dr. Joe Dispenza being interviewed by Tom Beaulieu. I'll put the link in the description below. Peace out, family. What? Okay, I ain't gonna lie. A roommate gave me a light and it's hot as hell wearing this shirt. So I'm usually around the house topless, but like this is hot. Shirt sticking to my body. It's a black shirt, got some light shining on my face. Makes the face look kind of clean. Don't make sure to brush the beard down earlier. Yeah.